Hello everybody. This week's video is going to be about additional weapons and equipment. Now, they don't show any mechs in this additional information, but they still show some pretty interesting vehicles, and I'm glad to show them to you. So let's get started. Additional RDF weapons and vehicles. Now, as per the usual for me, I'm going to cover one from each section, which there are four. Weapons, land vehicles, air vehicles, and water vehicles. And in the first section, I have chosen to cover the EP-1 Energy Weapon Pod. Experimental. Type, Mecha. Primary purpose, Assault Defense. Mega damage. 1d4 times 10 per blast. Range, 1200 feet. Fire rate, short burst. Number of bursts is equal to the pilot's hand-to-hand. Simply meaning if you have 3 hand-to-hand actions per round, fires a burst of 3. Payload, unlimited. This weapon is mounted on mech's shoulder, much like a particle beam cannon on the Zentradi male battle armor. I think I'm supposed to say power armor. The weapon has 2 drawbacks. 1, the weapon and its power backpack is bulky and can only be used by Robotech fighters in battle mode or the Gladiator. And number 2, it tends to explode when damaged. Note, explosions when the gun or power pack loses half its MDC. The gun has 100 MDC, while the power pack has 125. The explosion inflicts 4d6 times 10 for everything within a 60-foot radius. I see this as a player and both a GM as a tool that can be used in many versatile ways. From land vehicles, we have the LCT-73 Torpedo Combat Tank. Vehicle type, tank, big surprise. Crew, 2, pilot and weapons technician, plus up to 3 passengers. Speed, 90 miles an hour on land, 10 miles an hour in water. Max range, 700 miles. Weight, 6 tons. Length, 25 feet. Width, 10 feet. MDC by location. As you can see, even though it's not a mech, just like the mechs, it has a lot of different spots that can be shot. Weapon systems. Number 1, self-loading 90mm recoilless rifle. I presume when it says rifle, it means an equivalent to a mech rifle. It also has a snub-nose 90mm recoilless rifle, twin-barrel ROV-8 laser turret, a front-mounted 7.62mm light machine gun, mostly meant for anti-personnel. And from the aircraft, we have the turbofan jet, I can't pronounce it, one-man jet aircraft used by many of the world's nations and industry, as well as high-tech bandits. Its design makes it capable of traveling at low altitudes at high speed. Vehicle type, jet aircraft. Crew, 1. MDC by location. As you can see, there's only 3 spots you can shoot on this, so it goes down pretty easily. Speed, 300 mile an hour cruising speed, 650 near Mach 1 with normal jets, and 870 Mach 4.1 with the turbojet engine. The Mach 4.1 speed can only be maintained for about 20 minutes. Range, 600 miles. Length, 22 feet. Weight, 5 tons. Bonuses, plus 3 to dodge. Weapon systems. None are standard. However, high-caliber armor-piercing machine guns have been known to be built into the nose. If you do have the weapon, its mega damage is 1d6 per blast, range 4,000 feet, rate of fire 6 bursts per melee. Payload, enough for 20 attacks, approximately 1,300 rounds. And last but certainly not least, we have ocean vehicle. And the ocean vehicle I'm going to cover is an aircraft carrier. Now, I intend to cover the basics of this vehicle like I did with the others. However, there is a lot more to this ship, and there is a deep explanation for each deck. I'm simply going to show you the plans for each deck after I have done explaining the ship in basic detail like I usually do. And the aircraft character is the CVS Submersible Aircraft Carrier. Name, Prometheus 2. The CVS-class warship is a triumph of Earth technology and the technology gathered from wreckage of alien spacecraft. The SDF-1. Vehicle type: submersible aircraft carrier. Crew: 196 officers, 5,390 ship's crew, including soldiers, medical, mechanics, and operations. 96 Veritech pilot, 245 destroyed pilots, 120 aircraft pilots, total 6,047 crew. Plus, it can accommodate an additional 2,800 crew members on special assignments. For being an aircraft carrier, not a big surprise, it has a heck of a lot of locations for MDC. Here's what it primarily looks like if you look at it. Deck 1, you have Deck 2, Deck 3, Deck 4, and Deck 5. And here's the blueprints for Deck 1, Deck 2, Deck 3, Deck 4, and finally Deck 5. And that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. There's still a few more videos left in this book series, even though it's kind of a thin book. So I hope to see you at next week's video. Have a great week.